In a peaceful little village lived a boy named Jack and his little sister, Sophia. They always dreamed about magical adventures. They both loved reading storybooks. Every day after school, they visited an old library. The library was ancient and very quiet. One day, they found a strange old book hidden in the corner of the library. Golden, glowing words were shining on the cover. With fear and excitement, Jack slowly opened the magical book. Suddenly, the entire library filled with bright light. Jack and Sophia started floating in the air. They found themselves inside a magical forest. Lightning occasionally flashed through the tall, arched windows. The forest was filled with strange talking animals, and beautiful magical birds were flying in the sky. Far away between the mountains, they saw a glowing magical castle. Just then, a little white rabbit came running toward them. The rabbit looked very worried. He nervously said, "We need your help." Jack listened with surprise. The rabbit explained that the magical jungle star had been stolen. Without the star, the whole forest was slowly falling into dark. Sophia became sad after hearing the story. But Jack bravely said, "We will help you." Then the rabbit guided them deep into the magical forest. On the way, they met a mischievous monkey who started asking them difficult riddles. Jack cleverly solved the monkey's riddle. The monkey became happy and showed them the path ahead. After some time, they reached a glowing river where colorful magical fish were singing happily. Sophia smiled while watching the singing fish. Then they arrived near a giant talking tree. The magical tree showed them the way to the castle. Finally, Jack, Sophia, and the rabbit reached the magical castle. Inside the castle, it was dark and silent. There sat an old wizard, and in his hand was the glowing magical star. When they saw the wizard, Jack, Sophia, and the rabbit became frightened. But Jack bravely stepped forward and asked, "This magical star belongs to the jungle. Why did you take it?" The wizard became sad. He explained that he was very lonely. Then Sophia softly said, "Friendship is not made by stealing things. It is made with kindness and love." When the wizard heard those words, tears filled his eyes, and he returned the magical star. Jack and Sophia carried the glowing star back to the forest. As soon as the star returned to its place, the dead flowers bloomed once again, and all the animals danced with joy. Happily, the rabbit gave Jack and Sophia a golden magical key. He smiled and said, "Whenever you remember us, this key will bring you back here again." Suddenly, another bright magical light appeared, and Jack and Sophia returned to the old library. The library was just as quiet as before. But the magical golden key was still in their hands.